We're joined by Mary Sorrenti. She's VP of GamePill. Nice to see you again, Mary.
Hi, Mark.
We've known each other for a couple of years, lots of different tech conventions and things in York Region, which we'll get to in a moment, but please tell our audience what GamePill is all about.
Yeah, so GamePill, we're an interactive studio. We make video games, essentially, and content across a multitude of platforms. We do PC games, mobile games, console games. We work not just with different brands, but we also have our own IP.
What are some of the IPs or games that our audience may be familiar with, whether it's your own or licensed from a big company?
So when we first started, we worked with several different brands. We've worked with Nickelodeon, we've worked with Mattel, Hasbro.
Very small companies.
Just a few. So we've had an opportunity to work with several different companies on amazing brands, and most recently we've started to create our own IP. So right now we're working on a series of Mech League titles, both in virtual reality as well as PC and console. So they'll be coming out towards the end of this year, and right now some of them are available on early access on Steam.
Yeah, awesome. And VR, is that a relatively new platform for you to develop for, and what's the most challenging part of that?
VR, we were probably fairly early on in VR. We started in 2015. We had an opportunity to do a prototype for a company that was doing some hardware. So it was an interactive boxing hardware piece that we worked on the content piece for. So that sort of really inspired us to get into the VR space. And from there, we created our Mech League Hunting title, which is a location-based VR title. So it's a motion seat that is paired with a VR headset. So you actually feel exactly what you're seeing visually.
How's Collision Conference been for you? I've talked to a few video game related companies and folks. How's it been?
It's been great. I mean, there's over 25,000 people here from, I think it's like 120 countries. So you've had an opportunity to meet and network with a variety of people, not just in the gaming space, but across a variety of tech sectors. So it's been a really great opportunity to network with people that you don't normally get to meet in, a typical gaming conference.
And what kind of business would you like to conduct here? Like, who are the kinds of people you're maybe looking for?
For us, it was really, being the first year here in Toronto, it's been really an opportunity to just see what the conference is about. Going to New Orleans wasn't really feasible for this type of conference for us, but it being in Toronto, we really wanted to see what the conference was about. But learning about investors, different types of technologies that perhaps you can apply to, game ideas or brands. There's so much cross-pollination in tech, so always seeing what's new and how you can use that to your advantage or in, potential future projects.
And then finally, Mary, I know GamePill is headquartered in York Region. Why have you chosen the region as the anchor for your company?
Well, we've always been in York Region. We were actually in Aurora for several years, largely because we lived there and we wanted to be relatively close to home. But about a year and a half ago, we moved to Vaughan, and really the sole reason we moved to Vaughan was because of the extension of the subway. It enabled us to grow our team and compete for talent, essentially, across the GTA.
So it made it easier for those who may live in Toronto to come up to Vaughan.
Absolutely. Moving to Vaughan was pivotal to us recruiting talent, and now our team comes from not just from downtown Toronto, but from Oakville, Brampton, the subway, the GO train, all the different
407.
Absolutely, being on the 400 and the 407 has been instrumental to us being able to secure talent.
Well, wishing you much continued luck and success, Mary Sorrenti. Good to see you at the show.